There is a specific kind of pain that doesn't have a clean name. It's not the pain of what happened, it's the pain of waiting. Waiting for a person who hurt you to finally turn around and say, I know what I did, I know what it cost you, I am sorry. And they never do. Maybe they are still in your life, and the silence between you carries everything that was never said. Maybe they're gone, and with them went any chance of a conversation, maybe that conversation that you have rehearsed a few times. Maybe they've passed away, and grief and unfinished business is still waiting at your door to be let in, to be healed. Whatever your story, you know this feeling, the sorry that never came. And here's what it does to a person: it keeps the wound open, not because you are weak, not because you're living in the past, and not because you haven't tried hard enough to move on, but because the human heart is waiting for completion. We are wired to need acknowledgement, to need the person who caused the pain to witness it, to validate it, to say, yes, that happened, I did that. When that never comes, something in us stays in that unfinished place, is locked in that moment in time, waiting in ways that you may not even recognize anymore. It can show up as anger that seems disproportionate. It can show up as a guardedness that you cannot fully explain to people, especially to people who love us now. And it often comes up as a grief that surfaces in the strangest moments, when you hear a song or you hear someone else's apology in a film that makes you cry far too hard for what is happening on that screen. Because you know it's not about the film, it's about the sorry that you didn't receive. I want to say something that took me a long time to understand. The apology that you need, the real one, the one you believe can change everything, is never really about the words. It's actually about being seen, finally, fully, honestly, being seen by that person whose blindness has cost you so much, given you so much pain. And that is actually what you're waiting for. Not a sentence, not a few words. You are waiting to be seen, acknowledged. And here is the hardest truth I know how to say gently. Some people do not have the consciousness to witness what they did. Not because you don't matter, but because to acknowledge what they did to you, they would have to feel it. And feeling it would require a level of self-honesty they have never been able to access. Their silence is not a verdict of you. It is the full, complete measure of their own limitation. But this is where everything changes. You cannot heal while waiting for someone else to awaken. So here is what I want to offer you. Not a replacement for the apology. Nothing replaces that. I won't insult you by pretending otherwise, but something that begins to give you back what that waiting took away from you. The sorry that you needed, give it to yourself. Not on their behalf, not forgiving, what cannot be minimized, but give it to that part of you that absorbed the impact, that part of you that changed because of it, that learned to trust less, to be less open, to expect less from others. Say to that part of you, I'm sorry this happened to you. I see it. I see you. And I see exactly what it has cost you. Because here is what I know after years of working with the deepest human wounds: the acknowledgement you need from others, you have always had the power to give that to yourself. And the moment that you do, a wound within you begins to close that has remained open for a very long time. You don't heal by finally receiving an apology. You heal when you stop needing it.